Hey, I've got an exercise for you today that's going to help you to feel less anxious, to reduce fear, to help you feel more calm, more happy, and ultimately more in control of your life and the things that you do. I'll share a story with you so I can tell you how to go about doing this exercise. It's really, really simple stuff, right? So recently I've come to realize that I get anxious. I suffer from anxiety. Now, I didn't know this, right? I've been going through my whole life. I can remember a time from 10 years ago where I was driving my car, and this is just after my brother Colin died. And it was my return to work. It was my first day back at work, and I'm driving down the road, and I feel this sudden, I can't breathe properly. And it's in my chest, and I feel sick. And at the time, and up until very recently, I just assumed that when I get feeling like that it's just something I've eaten that's not agreed with me, like it's indigestion or something like that. I'm not kidding. For 10 years, I've thought that that's what it was, but that's a panic attack. That's anxiety creeping up on me from somewhere, just like it comes in from absolutely nowhere, right? Honestly, no idea. Now, the work that I've been doing with myself over the years has helped me to overcome this and to get better at managing myself without fundamentally realizing what was going on. But now that I know, I can take this even further, right? So I've got another story to share with you as well. So recently I was going to do some work. It was really important. I wanted to make sure everything was running on time, and I felt the anxiety come up. That was that moment where I was just like, holy crap, that's what this is. This is anxiety. So I took 25 minutes to meditate and to relax and to really focus in on myself, right? It really helped. Now, this is where this exercise I'm going to share with you comes in. I was going on a trip with the kids. It was just me in the truck with Spencer and Luna, the two wee ones. And for some reason, anxiety came out of nowhere and started to creep up on me, and started these visions, these stories about having an accident in the car, or in the truck, and having some kind of accident with the kids and it being my fault, right? Or whether it was my fault or not, I was in the truck, I was one driving, and we had some kind of road accident. And I wasn't starting to freak out or anything like that, but it was there. It was in my head. I could feel it in my chest. And I thought, what is this? So this is what I did, right? And it put me in control, helped me to calm down. We got there safely and we got back safely. We probably would have anyway. But it put me right in the zone where I was focused only on what I can control. So I wrote down 3 lists before I got in the truck that day to help me focus on what I can control and let go of everything that I can't control, which helped me to calm me down, reduce the anxiety, but also help me to be happy and actually enjoy the trip as well. So I'm going to read from my notes here on exactly what my list looked like. Okay, so I've got 3 lists: control, incomplete control, right, influence, and no control at all. So I'm going to start with the control list. So in that control list, what do I control about this journey in the car with the kids? And the control is things like my attitude on the road, which ultimately is how I react to and how I behave to other drivers on the road and other situations on the road. My attitude in terms of the attitude whilst I'm driving. Am I calm? Am I relaxed? Am I enjoying this drive? I'm obviously in control of things like my speed, right? And the decisions I make while I'm on the road in terms of turns I make, whatever. Anything like that at all on the road. Any decisions that I make about situations on the road. I can control the time I leave, right? I can control the time that it takes to some degree. In other words, I don't have to be in a rush, okay? I could actually take breaks on the road if I wanted to as well, and that could help me to relax and things like that. So it's giving myself sort of permission to do that, and ultimately I can sort of control how others affect me. Okay, my reaction to them. So if something happens on the road, like a shouty guy goes past me and swears at me or something like that for going too slow, for example, I don't have to react to that. Right, so that's what I'm in control of, and there's many other things as well, but mainly mindset and approach and reactions and behaviours. Okay, now what don't I control? Well, I don't control the attitudes of other people on the road. I don't control what they do and how they react to things around them, and I don't control how I make them feel, for example. I don't control their speed. And anything that they do in their car, generally speaking, I don't control any of that. Okay? But what I do know, this middle bit, this influence, this incomplete control, is that some way my actions do affect others. It's not that I can control their behaviours, but my behaviours do in some way affect and influence other road users. So I know, and I believe this, and you believe this too, I'm sure, that if my attitude is calm and collected, I'm not going to let other people affect me, I'm going to take my time, I'm going to have breaks, I'm going to not be stressed, and I'm not going to let other people affect me on the road, then that naturally will be an architect of the environment that I'm in as well. Right? It doesn't control other people, I can't control everyone, but it's certainly going to influence the situation. Now, how did this help me? Right? So just by going, even just doing this exercise with you right now, it's actually making me feel much more calm. I know what I'm in control of, and I can let go of all the things that I'm not in control of. So I can really affect this whole situation. Now, that's not to say that I can prevent an accident from happening on the road, but I know that if an accident happens, that I did everything that I could to control what I can control. And I let go of everything that I can't control. Because there's just certain things that are out with our control. And that is the way that it is. So instead of focusing on all the things that I can't control, I move my energy and my focus into what I can control. Reduced anxiety, reduced fear, put me in a situation where I felt in more control and calm and happy, and ultimately enjoyed the trip with the kids in the car. Now, you can use this exercise. It's sometimes called the Stoic fork. It's used in CBT, Cognitive Behavioural Therapy, as well, to help people reduce anxiety and reduce fears and help you to focus on the things where your energy should be, where the energy is going to actually have an impact, a positive impact on you and your life and the situations that you're in. So try it today. Try this control, incomplete control, no control, these lists. Every time you feel anxious or fear or any sort of situation where you feel like you're maybe losing control, what do you have control over? What do you not have control over? It could be a sales meeting, a client meeting. It could be a meeting with your boss. It could be a difficult conversation you need to have with a son or a daughter or a parent. It could be any situation you can use this. It just takes 2 minutes. What am I in control of? What am I not in control of? What are my behaviours going to influence over the situation that I'm going to find myself in? It creates really great self-awareness as well. So you're aware of your own behaviour, you're aware of other people's behaviours, and it really gives you that focus and that attitude that you need, that mindset that you need to get the best out of yourself and the best out of the situation that you're about to get yourself in, whether that's driving a car or having a difficult conversation. Try it, see what you think. I'd love to know how you get on with the exercise. Just jump into the comment section. Let me know what's on your mind, any questions, any thoughts, any ideas. I'd love to hear from you. Hope you enjoy that, and don't forget to be awesome.